Hi, in this video, we're going to talk about how to factor trinomials that have more than one variable. So what you're going to do is you're going to treat it just like normal situations. Even if it didn't have two variables, what would you do, right? Well, you're going to factor out the greatest common factor. You're going to find the two numbers that multiply to a times c and add to b. Then you're going to split the middle term and factor by grouping. So the same method we've been working with. So let's take a look at how this works in context of a problem with two variables. So let's say I have 6x squared minus xy minus y squared. Well, I'm going to figure out that a times c is negative 6 and b is negative 1. What two numbers multiply to negative 6 and add to negative 1? Well, that's going to be negative 3 and 2. So now I'm going to split that middle term. Minus xy is now really going to be minus 3xy plus 2xy. So see, exactly the same. It's just xy in the middle instead of x. So now I'm going to continue onwards, and I'm going to factor by grouping. Looking at my first two terms, my greatest common factor is 3x. When I pull that out, I'm going to have 2x minus y. Then, looking at my last two terms, my greatest common factor is y. And when I pull that out, I also have 2x minus y. So now I can pull 2x minus y out of both terms, and I get 2x minus y times 3x plus y, completely factored. Let's try another one. If I have 6a squared minus 10ab minus 4b squared, let's see, are there any greatest common factors in this case? Yes, there are. There is the greatest common factor of 2. So we're going to pull that out of all of our terms. When we do that, we're left with 3a squared minus 5ab minus 2b squared inside the parentheses. All right, notice that 2 on the outside the parentheses will be carried down for the rest of the problem. Now, looking inside my parentheses though, I'm going to now identify my a times c is 3 times negative 2 or negative 6, and my b is negative 5. What two numbers multiply to negative 6 and add to negative 5, you wonder? Well, I got negative 6 and 1. So I can split that middle term of minus 5ab to be minus 6ab plus 1ab. Now that I've done that, I'm going to be able to factor by grouping. Again, notice my 2 is on the outside of the parentheses for this whole problem from now on. So looking at my first two terms inside the parentheses, the greatest common factor is going to be 3a, and that's going to leave me with a minus 2b inside of its parentheses. Looking at the last pair, I can pull out a b from both of those, which also leaves me with a minus 2b. So now I have the 2, I can pull out my a minus 2b, and I still have 3a plus b once I've factored that out. So this is my final fully factored answer. And that is how you factor trinomials with two variables.